Hi there. Thought I'd bring you my beach scene today, coming to you from the sunny and sandy beach. No, I'm kidding. It's just my picture. Thought I'd bring you something a little different than cherry blossoms today. Anyway, we've had at this point over 7,000 people take our post-betrayal syndrome quiz assessment, to see to what extent they're still struggling from post-betrayal syndrome. Of course, they're as loud as possible right now when I'm doing this. Whatever. And to just share what post-betrayal syndrome is. Post-betrayal syndrome is this collection of physical, mental, and emotional symptoms so common to betrayal. It's known as post-betrayal syndrome. Anyway, we've had over 7,000 people at this point take the quiz assessment to see to what extent they're struggling. There's a question that reads, is there anything else you'd like to share? I read every single one of them. And people write in just so many, of course, heartbreaking details and physical, mental, emotional symptoms. But this one came in, and I thought it would really help you, because this is something I see all the time. And it's this. I've been through betrayal so many times, I have no faith that I wouldn't find myself in another situation where betrayal is a possible end. I just want relief. Now, why does that happen? Repeat betrayals happen when you haven't learned the significant lesson that betrayal was there to teach. So what happens is the faces change, but it's the same thing. This could be with let's say maybe you notice this at work, where you leave one job and you go to another one, and why is it that your boss or coworker, it's always the same kind of thing, and you leave thinking, oh, well, it'll be better at the next one, and it isn't. It's the same thing. The same situation keeps presenting itself. Or maybe a partner. You had a certain partner and that ended, poorly, and they were a certain way. And then you just have that hole in your heart and you just want to, feel better. And then you go ahead and you quickly enter another relationship, which is absolutely, anybody who knows me and my work knows it is the worst time ever to go into another relationship is immediately after you left the last one, because that's such prime opportunity to just heal and clear up and redefine who you are, what you want, what you're looking for. But anyway, until we do that, we go into that next relationship and we say, oh my gosh, why is it the same thing? The faces change, but it's the same situation. Until you have the mother of all bad relationships. This was just worse than the last few. And then you ever notice if that's happened, you say, oh my gosh, no way. From this moment on, I will never put up with this. I will never tolerate this. I will never allow this. When I see that, I'm running. And what happens is, the lesson has been learned. There's no reason to keep repeating it. So like this person who wrote in about having the same thing happen so many times, she's looking at it and consumed with the idea that that's all she can expect. And she's going to live out a lifetime of, well, that's all that's available to me, so I'm better off just closing the door completely. Because now remember, what we believe grows. What we feed grows. She's feeding the belief that that's all I can expect, that's all I can hope for, that's all that's coming my way. So do I want that? And if the answer is no, then I'm better off just not having a relationship. Instead of looking at it and saying, what's the lesson I need to learn here? What can I do differently? What can I think differently? Who can I be so that I don't keep attracting that, so I don't keep repeating that, so I can transcend that? So her response is, I just want relief from that pain, instead of saying, looking at it and saying, okay, you know what, now I'm going into me university where I can figure out everything I need to do to feel, think, react, act differently in order to change that, so I don't keep repeating it. So I'm bringing this up because it's so common. And if you're coming out of a relationship or a job opportunity or whatever, and as you're looking to say, well, I just need to be in something else, and you quickly make that change, or you're in so much pain and heartbreak from that breakup, and you just want that pain to go away, and you say, well, then I just want to fill it. Be really careful of that. And people who know me know there's that saying, it was totally know that movie, You Complete Me, where he said, oh, Tom, oh my God, I can't believe drawing such a blank. Renee Zellweger, I think it was, and Tom Cruise, was it Tom Cruise? You complete me. I hate that. I think it's the worst thing ever, because that means we're coming out of a relationship as a half. We're half, and all we're looking for is another half so we can feel complete. Well, then what happens if something happens to that other half? No. What has to happen is, this is a time, the most beautiful opportunity for you to become whole. you become whole. And then what happens is you have no choice. Like energy attracts like energy. And when you're resonating from that very healed, healthy, strong, empowered place, then someone with that same level of energy comes along. You may have seen me do this a million times. Going to do it again because it just works and it makes total sense. When you're here, the only thing you can absolutely and only attract is here, right? And then what happens is people are in so much pain and they say, oh, but I just want to be in a new relationship. So let's say that's the case. Sorry, that's the case. And that's what happens. Then what happens is the only thing we do is this, right? But then let's just say you work on your own healing, which is wonderful. And you start healing physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. But let's say you met this person here. So you know what you keep doing? You start doing this because it's like, well, here they are, but you know, you're traveling up this way and you do this, but you know what? That doesn't feel good because you like it up here. Then you know what you do? You start staying here and then you expect this person to do this, right? It's like, hey, come up and meet me where I am. And they're not ready because that's where they were. And just how you were here, no one can tell you to do this until you were good and ready. So we can't expect this person to do this either. So you know what happens? This. Here's what happens, because now you're like, ooh, I'm not the least bit interested in you. And this person's like, ooh, what happened to you, right? So now you got this going on. A few different ways to handle this. If it's, you know, let's say a level of friendship or acquaintances or whoever it is, right? Love them for who they are, love them for where they are right there. And you have a different level of friendships here to meet that need, right? Or the other scenario is you do this. And that's typical. So what I suggest is you do not, when you're feeling, you never make those big decisions from a low place. No, you do what it takes to improve yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. You do this all by yourself, for yourself, and that's it. And then you know what has to show up? What has to? This. That's the only thing that can show up. So in a nutshell, repeat betrayals are happening because you have not learned the profound lesson that betrayal was there to teach. It is the most opportune time to do the work it takes to heal. You know, and I always say, you know how like on a new website, when it's not ready, it'll say under construction. When you're coming out of a relationship, when you have healing to do, it's like, I wish you had a stamp on yourself that said under construction. Because that's what's going on. You are under construction until you are healthy, healed, happy, whole from that space. And then at that point, that's what shows up. So that's today's lesson. And I am so excited because next week we are starting the short little baby launch, and then it's going to be a bigger launch of the all new PBT Institute membership community. And what is that? So glad you asked. There's nothing like it. And this is in response to the over 7,000 people who have told us what they need to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. It's in response to what it took for me to heal. It's in response to all of my clients and to the study I did. What proved works. Nothing in there is put in that doesn't work. So everything works. So what is it? It's, there's so many parts to it. Number one, there's support and community 24/7. Because at a time where we need support the most, we're the least likely to seek it because we're embarrassed, we feel uncomfortable, there's so much shame, there's all of this stuff. We're in a club we never wanted to be in, but everybody is there to lift and inspire, and they're all in the same club. We're all in that same club. And so there's a place to get that specialized support that you need. We have daily classes running. Like, you know, when you go to a gym or a yoga studio, how there are daily classes running, we have classes running, everything from health and nutrition and yoga and spiritual practices and healing from the narcissist and how do you deal with and heal from your betrayal when, you know, you're raising your kids. Like, it's all there. And the classes are being taught by our certified PBT post-betrayal transformation coaches. So they know the 5 stages of betrayal to breakthrough, and they each specialize, each coach specializes in their own amazing topic. So not only are they specialized in the 5 stages, so they know where you are and how to help you, but they're bringing their own amazing stuff to their classes, and then you can schedule time with them. How cool is that? That we have these coaches and practitioners on board that you can schedule your time with. It's included in your membership. And then there are, all my programs are in there, just 24/7, you have access to them. There's this charity component. How great is this? We're going to choose a member to spotlight every month. Just choose doing great work. And one of the forums, it's where I want everybody, this isn't just coming from me, to suggest amazing charities doing great work, not the big ones that everybody knows about, the little ones that really, really need some help. And every month we'll have, let's say, 4 or 5 that seem really good. And we're choosing a member to spotlight. Well, he or she is going to choose to which charity those funds go. So there's so much more going on in there. Oh, we're having curated experts, the most amazing experts teaching these master classes on, just incredible topics like a divorce attorney, or someone teaching art therapy, someone teaching them just a really cool spiritual practice, or something how to rewire your mind, like amazing, amazing people. So it's all starting next week. You'll be hearing a lot about it. I couldn't be more excited to bring this to you. This is, like I said, this isn't just something I thought of. I mean, this is in response to what everybody says they want and need to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, from the trauma of betrayal of a family member, partner, friend, self. They may walk in with that trauma, but they are leaving transformed. And usually what I see when I work with the clients privately, I always see they'll come in with the trauma, but they leave with a new business, or they come in with the trauma, they leave with a new body. They come in with the trauma, they leave with a new relationship. Because once you heal, once you transform, it's like, oh, what else can I do? And all those layers are just revealed, and it just shows how much more you can do. So that's it. So like I said, if you're struggling to heal from repeat betrayals, well, that's why. It doesn't have to be that way. There's just a version of you so healthy, so healed, so strong, so awesome. We need to clear that up so the best of you can just show up. And again, that's what this community is going to be for. I am here to help you. All of our coaches are here to help you in the classes, on the one-on-one, sessions, our curated experts. We got you. So have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. And that's it. I can't wait to answer any questions you have. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.